Hey guys, just got my hands on a couple of the new Vatic V-soles and wanted to make a quick video, share with you some initial specs I got from the graffiti and initial thoughts from a little bit of play testing. In short, Vatic is dropping some bangers. Both of these paddles are solid power paddles, and I think they do a lot of things great, and they're gonna be huge hits for a lot of different people. I think each one of these paddles has different characteristics and maybe something for everyone here. First, I'll start with the V-Sole Pro. I got this in the Bloom shape, the wide body. That's the shape I prefer. And I got the V-Sole Power also in the Bloom shape. So we'll have an apples to apples comparison. So the specs on the Pro stock came in at a static weight of 7.93 ounces with a swing weight of 106.32 and a twist weight of 6.77 and a balance point of 23.32 centimeters. So pretty light out of the box, but I think playable. Unlike the Ronbus Quantas that are coming out, I think a lot of people are going to be doing comparisons for these paddles. I think they're going to be similar, but out of the box, these are playable, these are solid, but they're also light enough with the swing weight low enough to add weight to beef up that twist weight and that sweet spot without making the paddle too heavy. Same is true for the power. For the specs on that, it came in at 7.99 ounces with a swing weight of 107.9 and a twist weight of 6.86 and a balance point of 23.53. Also notable is that both of these have a stock grip that is 4 1/8 of an inch, so pretty small circumference. So that's good for obviously people with smaller hands or kids or people who like to take the original grip off and do multiple overgrips. It gives you options. For people that have bigger hands, you may just need to have to add another overgrip or two. Okay, so because they come so light out of the box, you obviously can add weight to your liking without weighing them down too much. So for each of these, I ended up adding, for the power, I ended up adding about 4 inches of the Pickleball Effect tuning tape on each side. And so the specs after I did that, for the power, this one ended up with the overgrips and the weight on the side, 8.29 static weight, 111.01 swing weight, and 7.43 twist weight, which is exactly where I like my paddles, right around 111, and a twist weight over 7.2. So that's great. With the V-Sole Pro, I was able to put a little bit more weight because it's a little bit lighter. So I think it ended up with about 5 inches or so on each side of Braden's tuning tape, which I recommend, by the way. And after that, the specs with this one, the Pro, came out to 8.34 ounces static weight, 110.5 swing weight, and 7.6 twist weight. So now that I got the specs out of the way, I really like both these paddles. I actually am gravitating more towards the power. I love the feel of this thing. It's on the softer side of foam. I wouldn't say it's super soft. It's not like Selkirk Lux soft, but might be the softest of all the foam paddles as far as I can tell so far. But it's got tons of power. I mean, drives and serves are just rockets with this thing. A couple people that I play with regularly have already said that my drives were heavier than they've ever seen with this power paddle, and it's got a good soft feel. It is a little bit muted, so if you're not used to that feel, it's hard to explain, but it's a little bit less responsive than a poppy paddle. And I guess funny enough, the Pro is a little bit more on the poppy side. It's a little bit more stiff, a little bit more responsive, I think. So they're sort of the opposites. You can really feel the Pro and the power. You know you hit it well, but you just don't get as much feedback. I guess it's similar to how people explain the Gearbox GX2 Power. A little bit muted. Some people don't like that. Some people don't mind it. Just good to know. But in terms of overall play, I like softer paddles. I have been playing the Yola Scorpius Pro 4 16 millimeter, which is basically the same wide body shape, and I think this is probably a better paddle overall. I think this is probably going to be better than the Quantas if you do the comparisons apples to apples, and same weighting. And I think it's already better than the Boomstik wide body. For the Pro, I think people who like really responsive, stiff paddles, more like a Gen 3 kind of a feel, will love this paddle. People that love their counters, the counters are just vicious with this. It's got a lot of pop. I think both of them have similar high-end power. With full swings, I think they're similar. I just think the Pro is poppier. The power is softer, a little bit more muted. Other than that, I think they play very similar. I think sweet spots are similar. I think the Pro might have a slightly bigger sweet spot just by the specs. This twist weight comes in stock a little bit higher. I don't know. In terms of feel, I think this feels closer to the Honolulu J2 NF, and I think this one feels a little closer to the Honolulu J2 FC Plus, slightly softer version, but similar playability. So basically, those are my initial thoughts. I'm going to be doing more testing on these, and I'll probably do a comparison with the Quantas. So if anybody has any questions or anything, feel free to drop them in the comments. If anybody finds this helpful, if you want to like and subscribe, that's appreciated. It always helps. It goes back to helping me do more videos like this. And these launch in all of Vatic's shapes September 26th. And it's going to be this bloom shape, which is the wide body. The Prism, which is, or sorry, not the Prism, the Flash, which is the hybrid, and a short handle and a long handle version. The V7, which is the elongated, also a short handle, long handle. And I think they're going to launch for either 110 or 115, and with the code PICKLEBALLKIDS, you get them for $99. So those are my thoughts on those, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next one, or maybe on the courts.